How's it going, fellow traders? Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining me this morning. Got an interesting set of circumstances coming out. As you can see, in about 13 minutes, we got inflation data coming out just as the US dollar is about to break to the upside and as gold is getting ready to drop. So I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at these markets and see how things unfold, because I always say that the data will help to facilitate the moves that were going to happen anyways. So in this case, we have core inflation about to be released in about 13 minutes or so. So I just wanted to spend some time looking at these markets with you guys, show you what I'm seeing, and then we'll take it from there. We'll wait until the data is released, and then we'll see how it plays out. See if indeed the inflation data is going to help facilitate the moves in the markets or not. So this is what today is all about, folks, and I'm glad that you decided to join me to watch as things unfold and see where things go from here. So we got about 12 minutes to go until that takes place. Yeah, I like that classical music in the background. Beautiful. Building the suspense. So the US dollar, we talked about the US dollar, and we got some significant demand coming into play here. So this is institutional buying. Okay. Institutional buying coming in from the lows here. So this is why this area of supply has been slowly being melted through. Okay, as you can see, price hits it and then slowly just continues to make its way up. So from what I'm seeing here, this is going to be bullish. Okay, bullish, and inflation data is coming out. So what does this lead me to suspect, right? Will it be positive numbers, or the outcome be positive? Probably, likely, I would say, because with the positive numbers, it's going to help fuel a move to the downside or to the upside. If it was negative numbers, it could short-term push price to the downside, only for it to reverse and then start heading higher. So it could be one of those two things, okay? But with a significant demand coming into play, this is dictating that there's going to be a move to the upside here. Okay, and Euro, I posted this chart on Telegram. I think I posted it in the Twitter channel as well. Okay, what I'm looking for is a break of this area here, this area of demand. Once this area breaks through, then it's clear sailing, okay, for price to make a nice move to the downside. I've got two targets. I've laid this out already, and we'll see how this plays out. But this is very bearish for me, okay? We saw some significant selling coming into play here, okay? They followed through with more selling and multiple tests of a demand zone. It leads me to suspect that it's going to break and price is going to head lower, okay? But this is looking pretty good for a move to the downside. And now let's look at gold. Here's the 4-hour chart, okay? Here's where we're looking to sell in this area and cover the position somewhere down here, right? That's why I put the red and the green circle here, so you could see the area where I'm interested in selling and where I'm interested in buying back. So not that I want to go long here per se, right? But if I sold short here, I want to cover here. So we gave the signal to members the last couple days. I posted what the signal was. We were looking for a push to the upside to create some basing move to the downside. And here's the deal. So we were able to locate a 15-minute area of supply right here that we took the short off of. Okay, here's the area of supply, and we took the short position off of this supply zone. Okay, we're targeting a move to the downside. All right, we're not quite there at our target yet, but this is really good. Look at the weakness, right? Coming into play here. Very strong RSI. The last rally up, look at that. And then the final rally. Okay, look at the RSI. 60, and then the drop. You see how that came into play like that? Pretty incredible, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. Pretty incredible. So we were pretty lucky in finding this 15-minute area of supply there and timing that entry with that 15-minute supply to perfection. Look at that. Okay. So we'll see now if this data is going to help facilitate the drop or not. We got 7 minutes until this data is released. So I just hope that we don't get any crazy spikes, you know, and stop out the position. I really hope that that doesn't happen. Okay, it could happen because it's a 15-minute zone, but this is if what I believe is happening, then what I suspect is going to happen is there could be some kind of a reaction, but I'm watching for a continued move to the downside here in gold. Okay, so we'll see. So I'm already positioned, and I'm targeting down here somewhere for my 3-to-1. Remember, I'm only taking trades 3-to-1 for the risk to riches challenge, but you know, other positions that are outside of the risk to riches challenge, I would be aiming for down here in this area here. Okay, I suspect price will just melt right down to that area, so we'll see. So far it looks pretty good, and we got 6 minutes left. So these are the markets, the main markets I'm watching right now. All right, let's see what the S&P is doing. We got that nice reaction off of the daily demand zone that I pointed out to you recently. Okay, just goes to show the power of institutional buying and selling. If you don't know where they're buying and selling, big trouble. You're trading blindly in my opinion. All right, let's see. We got 6 minutes left. Yeah. Aussie, really was waiting for Aussie to rally up more. We've got institutional supply just higher up on price. I'm waiting for it to hit, and then I'll be entering into a short position. Just doesn't want to get up there. Just doesn't want to get up there. That's okay. Still waiting for a signal on that one. And pound, very weak. Very weak here. I suspect move lower. Okay. On the dollar, on the daily time frame, I should say, we had a big institutional demand area removed here. So this is opening up the floodgates for a move lower for sure. Okay. So opening shorts around here, closing shorts down here is what the game plan is. So I'm just waiting for the right setup and the short signal to be produced, and then I'll be entering into a trade there to the downside. We might get a move, short-term move to the upside, that's for sure. It could really happen. So we'll wait and see how that plays out. US CAD, I'd love to take a long, it just hasn't been a good setup for me. US dollar, Japanese yen making the move to the upside. Yeah, looking pretty good. Looking pretty strong here. Let's go back to the dollar. Let's see what it's doing. It's on the verge of breaking through that area of supply. You see that supply zone? But if you take a look, it contacted here. If price was going to react from supply, it would have dropped here, okay? That's where it would have dropped. And as you can see, it didn't. And so look, bullish candle into supply. Another bullish candle closing above the wicks of the basing. Bullish. You know, so what's going to happen? Very likely we're going to break out here. Maybe right now as a reaction to the news. May not be. Maybe afterwards. Okay? I don't know exactly how it's going to play out, but I know over time, the likelihood is that we get a move to the upside. And so I'd be targeting this area up here, the 101.70s. That's where I'm targeting the move to be. Let's look back at the euro, see how it's playing out, just sitting there. And gold, yeah. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go. Yeah. What do you guys think? As we wait here, what are your thoughts on all this? Any of you entered this trade? Any of you in this? Let's see here. 2 minutes to go. Yeah, let's just sit and wait. Might as well put some tunes on. Let's look at the 1 hour time frame. There you go. There's the nice reaction to the downside. All right, there we go. Let's see if this continues to the downside. And you are? Nice. That's a nice high point. Yeah, that's pretty much where I'm in, up at the highs there. I'm in short here, up in this area here. And for the risk to reward, the risk to riches challenge, I think I'm aiming for about down here. I'd have to double check. I think that's where my order's at. 1 minute to go. So let's see what happens. Oklo, yeah, I was looking at Oklo yesterday. In from 62.32. Yeah, if it just dropped right now, I don't know if it's going to drop that far. You know, I doubt it. Maybe throughout the rest of the week, yeah. We'll see. You never know, right? Let's just see what the reaction is going to be and what the data is going to be. That's the interesting part. A minute and change. Almost there. 56 seconds. So a lot of you are in short. Good. Yeah, let's see what happens. Let's see if it's going to be positive news. All right, here we go. 10 seconds, guys. Five, four, three, two, one, and initial reaction to the upside. I still got core inflation month over month negative. United States near manufacturer positive. Ooh, look at all that green. Wowzers. Look at all that. Wow. Chart never updated here. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. There we go. Oh, there we go. CPI June 322 positive. Core inflation rate year over year negative. Core inflation rate month over month negative. Yeah, so mixed, right? But yeah, 322 came positive, so it's negative for gold, negative for the euro. Look at gold now, okay, after its initial move. But interesting to note here, the move to the upside, well, look where it stopped at, right? It didn't just continue higher, it stopped here. Okay, this is where the original selling took place, remember? As a reaction to the supply, selling here, so price rallied up back to that selling area, and now we're seeing weakness. Good. So let's see the euro, how it's moving along. Up, down. Okay, so it's doing the same thing. Let's look at the dollar. Initial reaction to the downside. Okay. Okay, so we've calmed down. We're back to where we were. Initial move was to the upside. Now we're back to where we were. I believe we will continue to the downside now. Moving on with the rest of the day into the rest of the week. I suspect we'll see that continuation of the move to the downside. All right, so there you have it, folks. Okay. A bit of mixed inflation data, but yeah, the initial reaction was negative, but now we're getting was negative for the dollar. That's why we saw the rally in gold, but now we're getting this push to the downside. So I'm watching for continued move to the downside over time to hit my target a little bit lower, okay, somewhere down here in this area. All right, so the position is doing well. It's in profit. We held through the inflation data, and hopefully the inflation data will help continue to push price more in our favor. All right, good stuff. Beautiful. Anyways, I'll leave you with that. Thank you for joining, and enjoy the rest of your day. And those who are in short with me, good luck on the trade, and we'll chat with you guys maybe tomorrow. All right, take care, everybody. Have a good one. Arrivederci.